This is a great forum for businessmen and women. I love the topic, positioning yourself for greatness. Babies position themselves before they are born. Runners position themselves for sprinting. Planes position themselves for takeoff. A prince in the wrong place, a prince in the wrong position looks like a slave. A genius in the wrong position looks like a fool. The most gifted soccer striker in the wrong position cannot score a goal. We judge the worth of a product by virtue of its position. Is it not true? You're willing to pay more for a shirt depending on the shop where it is positioned. You're willing to pay more for a house depending on its location, on its position. So we must position ourselves for greatness. To go to the next level, we must position ourselves for greatness. Greatness is not automatic. It requires repositioning yourself. And I want to share with you 8 steps to position yourself for greatness. And the thoughts I'm going to share with you this morning are in this book that I wrote in 2016, Reposition Yourself. This book is available in Amazon.com. So to position yourself for greatness, step number 1, invest in yourself. Of course, you're the goose that lays the golden egg. And the very first step towards going to the next level is not focusing on the business. It's first focusing on yourself, because your business cannot go where you have never been. You must be there first, and then your business follows you. So there are many ways to talk about investing in yourself. Let me mention just 5. Number 1 is books. Purpose: to read a chapter of a good book every day. Don't do like students who are trying to complete the syllabus. No, just read a chapter, engage the author. Decide which books are meaningful to you and read just one chapter. The idea is not how many books you read. The idea is to keep yourself mentally alert, to engage with higher ideas, because your life will never change unless you learn and do something different. Number 2, listen to inspirational videos every day. I suggest as you go to work and on your way back home from your place of work, you can listen to inspirational videos. Select the speakers who add value to your life, who add meaning to your life. If you work from home and perhaps you're not driving to work, then you've got to schedule that learning moment. Whatever gets scheduled gets done. Schedule for at least 30 minutes to listen to great speakers, great trainers, great business speakers. Number 3, attend seminars at least 1 quarter of the year, at least every quarter of the year. There is something you cannot get from videos that you get in a live audience: the vibe, the spirit of the forum. Talk with the other participants. Talk with the speaker if he is accessible. Just be there, exchanging ideas with others. Trust me, the vibe, the spirit, the emotion of the moment takes you to the next level. Sparks energy out of you. And number 4, physical exercise. Learn to exercise for your own mental well-being, not just the physical well-being. Every time you exercise, you activate endorphins, the feel-good hormones. And endorphins are natural painkillers. They are natural immune boosters. They help you to overcome opportunistic illnesses. If you're not healthy, physically and mentally, you might not be able to perform optimally. So be intentional, be deliberate that you're going to exercise 30 minutes every day to boost your energy levels. Even if it means just a long walk. If you walk for 2 miles, I guarantee you, you will have spent your 30 minutes or more. If the weather and other conditions and other factors allow, get out to the woods. It's far better than being locked up in a gym. You know, nature has a way of reducing cortisol, the stress hormone. So exercise, make it regular for your own physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. And number 5, pray. Always start your day on your knees in prayer for divine direction and to replenish your spirit. You can't go to a higher level unless you engage a higher power. There is a certain level of breakthrough, a certain level of success you will never reach all by yourself. It takes divine favor. It takes engaging a higher power. So learn to start your day on your knees in prayer, because God then gives you clarity of your vision, clarity of the day, wisdom to handle relationships, employees, customers, suppliers, financiers. You need that. So I don't know which area you need to work on while investing in yourself. Do you need to be more intentional about books, or listening to inspirational videos, or attending seminars, or physical exercises, or prayer? Which area do you need to work on? To position yourself for greatness, step number 2, brand yourself. You know it's true. People judge you by how you present yourself. People's perceptions are their realities. You cannot force people to like you. How you present yourself make people judge you. They judge you within 30 minutes of seeing you. And we can talk about branding the whole day, but I just want to single out some 7 items to help you be intentional about how you brand yourself. You know, people pay you depending on your brand value. How much they're willing to put on the table for you depends on how well you're known and how you are known. People are willing to pay more for a known speaker, for a known MC. People are willing to pay more for a known lawyer, a known doctor. That's just a fact of life. A known architect will earn more than a beginner. And this is the art of personal branding. So let me just mention 7 things in your quest to brand yourself for the marketplace. Number 1, take care of your looks, your nails. Yes, your face, your teeth, your shape, how you look. Because we are visual beings. We judge you by how you look. Number 2, how you dress. From head to toe, your pair of shoes, your outfit. Your dress code communicates volumes. It communicates your standards and your class and even your values. Dress for your role. Of course, if you're going for an executive assignment, you need to look executive. If your role is that of a DJ, then you need to dress for that role. Number 3, how you talk. The speed in which you talk. Your ability to listen to others without disrupting and interrupting them. Your ability to be courteous enough to allow others finish what they are saying. Even the words you use, your working vocabulary, the magic words, please, excuse me, thank you. How you talk, your ability to smile, to engage with people, to be present in the moment. When you're absent-minded, you are judged as someone who cannot deliver on your promises. Number 4, how you behave, how you carry yourself, how you walk, how you eat. It's mannerous to talk with food in the mouth. It is mannerous to eat too much in a corporate event. You can go back home and do that. Learn how to behave in the public, because everything you do makes people judge you. Your brand worth. This may not be your real worth from God's perspective, but your market value worth. This is your personal brand. This is your brand value. And you must be intentional about your brand value. Number 5, for your work ethic. Do you deliver on your promises? If you say you're going to build that house in 6 months, can you keep your word? If you say you're going to deliver the strategic plan 5 days after the strategy workshop, can you keep your word without compromising the standards and the quality of your work? If you say you're going to do organizational research, collect the data, analyze, deliver the report in 3 months, can you deliver within that period? So when we are talking of work ethic, we are talking of quality and time frame. Can you deliver on the standard and the quality within the time you promised? If you import cars and you promised your customer to deliver that car from overseas in 6 months, can you deliver that car in good working condition within that period? And number 6, friends. The guys you hang out with make you to be judged. That's true. You are judged depending on who you hang out with. If you hang out with corporate executives, people tend to think you're executive. So you've got to be careful with who is around you. And I am not suggesting we should ignore the guys beneath us. No. In fact, I have a rule. I call it the 1/3 rule. The 1/3 rule I suggest to folks is that 1/3 of your relationships should be people below you, people you're mentoring and coaching, raising to your level. 1/3 of the people in your life should be people at your level, your peers, people you can be vulnerable to, people you can speak to without thinking about your adjectives. Your safe space for venting. And then 1/3 of the people in your life should be people who are way ahead of you, people who challenge your status quo, your comfort zone, people who dwarf your current thinking pattern and thinking level. People who push you to the next level. You must be intentional about the 1/3 that are pulling you upwards. Because people tend to judge your value by the guys you hang out with. Number 7, the joints, where you take your cup of coffee. Now this depends on your work. Once again, if you are a politician hunting for votes, you need to take your coffee where your people are, where the masses are. If you are a consultant wanting to do environmental audit for a company or ISO standards, or you want to write a business plan for a company or drawing their policies, or you are a corporate lawyer, a constitutional lawyer, I mean, you've got to take the cup of coffee where your customers are, where your customers take that cup of coffee. So to position yourself for greatness, you've got to work on your personal brand. So let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, which area do you need to work on to enhance your personal brand? Is it your looks? Is it your dress code? Is it how you talk? Is it how you behave, how you walk, how you smile? Is it your work ethic? Is it your level of association, your friends? Or is it your joints, where you take your coffee and your dinner? Now, to position yourself for greatness, step number 3, brand your business. Your business must be branded. There is the personal branding, but there is also business branding. And I want to mention some 7 things to brand your business. I don't mean the list is exhaustive, but this will help you think critically about branding your business for the next level. Number 1, the physical appearance. If I enter your office, how does the office look like? I'm talking about the floor. I'm talking about the wall. I'm talking about the ceiling. I'm talking about your desk, your chair, the guest chair, the door. Do you even have a water dispenser, a coffee maker? I'm just talking about the physical appearance of your business premises. It speaks volumes about your personal brand value and your business brand level. Number 2, physical visibility. Can your business be seen from a distance? If you're running a restaurant, Is your restaurant as visible as MacD? Whenever I'm driving along the highways, I can spot MacD from a distance. If you're running a school, a hospital, can we see it from a distance? Do you need to do something about wall branding, signages, billboards? Is your business visible to your customers? That's what I'm asking. Number 3, social media display. I suggest strongly, as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, as a businesswoman, do not misuse your social media. In fact, social media for you as a business person is not for socializing. It's not for your friends. You can connect with your friends on your phone. This is a place for your business. You know, I'm strong on social media. I know you know that. Many of you follow me on Facebook. But I don't use it for my private matter. I use it to package what I teach. I use it for teaching the world. That's my forum for educating the world, inspiring the world with life skills, because I'm a life skills coach. I'm a trainer. I'm a teacher. I'm a speaker. So don't send conflicting signals on social media, because people who get to your social media will judge your value, your brand value, as a person and as a business by what you post on social media. Use your social media channels to brand yourself and to brand your business. Number 4, your business location matters. How much you're willing to pay depends on the business location. And this again depends on your target audience. You can have, say, a furniture shop for the low-end market or for the high-end market. It all depends on your target audience. But of course, as a consultant for blue-chip companies, you must be located where the blue-chip companies are located. Otherwise, they will always bypass you and assume you are at the SME level. If you want to reach SMEs, then you've got to be where they are. If you want to reach the Fortune 500 companies, you've got to locate your business where the Fortune 500 executives respect and where they are comfortable to come. Location is everything. Number 5, your business organization. And I'm not talking about the business formation, the structure. No. I'm talking about how well is your business organized. If I'm looking for legal services and I go to a lawyer's office and I find papers all over, I will fear this guy might be disorganized and lose the paperwork I give them. If you tell me you're a data analyst and papers are all over, I'll be concerned you might lose crucial data. Your desk must be organized, because an organized desk is a reflection of an organized mind. Don't have papers all over. Let your business premises reflect an organized individual. Number 6, business reliability. And reliability here means, do you keep your word? Can your word be banked? Do you deliver on your promises? If you tell me this car can perform this much or this phone, will it deliver? Can you literally give me a guarantee for 2 years on the machine you're selling to me? Are you reliable as a consultant? If you promise to deliver a business proposal for funding in 5 days, can you deliver on your word? If you said you're good in recruiting employees, can you literally get me guys who can perform? Are you reliable? Are you a man or a woman of your word? And number 7, business consistency. Are you predictable in the long term? Can I be sure you'll be doing the same business 5 years from today? I don't want to buy an insurance policy, which is a 15-year long policy from a company that is going to close down in the next 5 years. I don't want to go to a stockbroker who is not going to be there in the next 5 years, and I want to be an investor in the next 40 years of my life. I want to be sure if I'm bringing my child to your school, that 8 years later, when my child will be in grade 8, the school will still be operational. So consistency means, will you be doing the same business 5 years from today? And I'm asking you guys right now, are you sure you have been doing the same business the last 5 years? Will you be doing the same business the next 6, 7 years? That's what consistency is all about. And I don't know which area you need to work on this beautiful morning. Is it the physical appearance of your business? Is it the physical visibility? Is it how you look on social media? Is it your business location? Do you need to relocate? Is it your business organization? Do you need to be more organized? Is it business reliability? Do you need to improve on your word? Or is it business consistency? Can you be predictable on the long term? Now, to position yourself for greatness, step number 4, fine-tune your product. Truth be told, I don't want a fitness coach who doesn't look fit. If you're going to be my fitness coach, I want to see you in good shape. I want you to model the stretches that you want me to do. I don't want a marriage coach who is divorcing now and then. Your marriage should model what you're trying to teach me. I don't want a business advisor who has never run a business. If you've never operated a business, then you're just discussing theories. For the record, I have never been employed in my entire life. And as at now, I have at least 3 successful businesses. One, of course, is my training business. The other one is the Top Pro Salons we started with my wife. And right now, we have over 100 employees, 4 branches, and a beauty college. And we are also good in real estate. Besides, of course, I'm paid by YouTube. I'm paid by Udemy, where we have our online courses, several online courses. We sell books. I've published over 15 books. When we are talking about business, ever since I left college, that's what I've been doing. I've not worked for somebody. So the truth of the matter is, people want to be sure you model what you teach, because the most effective way of inspiring others is bringing out the best out of your own life. If you're going to teach people how to order a book, show us your book. Let us see how you're doing it. That's how life is all about. If you're going to sell to me a Mercedes-Benz car, please, I better find your personal car. It's a Benz. Don't sell to me a product you don't believe in. So to fine-tune your product, let me suggest 5 things. Number 1, understand your target market. Every product has a specific target market. Are you targeting teenagers, young adults, middle-aged people, or seniors? Because then you need to package your product accordingly. Are you targeting the high-income earners, or the working class, or the low-income earners? Who are you targeting? Is it men? Is it women? Is it mothers? Is it fathers? Who are you targeting? Is it other entrepreneurs? You've got to understand your target audience. Produce your product and package it, including the colors, to fit your target audience. To fine-tune your product, number 2, pilot test your product. I mean, if you're manufacturing yogurt, before you roll out your product countrywide or globally, go talk to one supermarket to give you space. Give some samples to walk-ins in that supermarket for free. Let them test your yogurt. It could be honey. It could be a hair product. And then get their feedback. It will help you to fine-tune your product. Number 3, service delivery. And this means exactly how you're giving these customers your product, how you're smiling, how they're going to use the product. Are they going to struggle in using your product? Are you delivering it to their doorstep? Is it accessible? How are you giving this service? What is the turnaround time from the time you promise to deliver to the time they get the product? Number 4, customer follow-up. Make that phone call. Send that email and ask the customer, how is the car I sold to you? if you are a landlord, ask the tenant, are you enjoying your stay in my house? Figure out, after selling a music instrument like a piano, how is it working? Just find out from your customer, follow them up. And number 5, customer feedback. Now, the difference between customer feedback and customer follow-up is that customer follow-up is initiated by the business person. Customer feedback is initiated by the customer. Of course, you can give, as an entrepreneur, you can give a customer a feedback form or a feedback survey you can conduct, but it's still follow-up. So long as you initiated it, that's follow-up. You're following up on your customer through maybe a feedback form, maybe through a survey. But so long as the customer initiates and they ask you a question, learn to listen to the customer. A lot of businesses close down simply because the entrepreneur is not listening. Listen especially to complaints and issues they raise. Don't fight with your customer. You and your customer are on the same page of the line. By listening, you fine-tune your product. I don't know which area you need to work on to fine-tune on your product. Is it understanding your target market? Is it pilot testing your product? Maybe in the past, you push the product without pilot testing it. Is it service delivery? That's the differentiator between you and every other person in the market. We are having similar goods. What differentiates you is how you serve that product. Number 4, do you need to work on your customer follow-up? Or number 5, do you need to work on customer feedback to really listen to what the customer is saying, to engage your customer? To position yourself for greatness, ladies and gentlemen, step number 5, automate business systems. And I want to suggest 7 ways to automate your business systems. Number 1 is your financial transactions. Make sure they are automated. Customers can pay online whenever they want. You know, my preferred shop is Amazon. And the primary reason is this: I can buy a product from Amazon whenever I want. They have automated the payment system. Number 2, automate bookkeeping. Automate bookkeeping. And there are many, softwares you can use these days for your bookkeeping. A lot of people like QuickBooks and FreshBooks. The thing is this: we've got to automate your stock keeping, your records. Get to know what is in stock, what has left, your sales. Get to know exactly what is in the shop right now and your customers. Number 3, business analysis. And I'm talking about your cash flow analysis. I'm talking about profit before tax, profit after tax, how much tax you're remitting to the government. Get to know the business trends, the industry trends. Get to know the new sheriff in town. Who are the new arrivals? What product is moving the markets? Which player is moving the industry where you operate? Get to know your market. Number 4, business intelligence. Get to know crucial information about your business in real time. This could be security information. Who gets in your business premises? Who did what? You also need intelligence about the industry. How other players are behaving, how other products are behaving. Get to know how the government is behaving, because one policy can close down your business. I have seen a railway line being developed and people in transport business close down their business when the railway line was launched. And I asked myself, it took 3 or 4 years for this railway line to be constructed. What was going on in the mind of these guys who are operating trucks? They didn't expect the new truck system, the new railway line, to shake the market. Why are they upset? If something is happening that is likely to change the dynamics in the industry, you should be repositioning yourself accordingly. You should think ahead. Before you're disrupted by the industry, you disrupt yourself. Number 5, process improvement. It doesn't matter how well your system is. Look at guys like Facebook or Microsoft or Apple. They are always improving their processes and their products. No processes stay put. Your product and your business processes must be responsive to changing times, changing policies, changing trends, market dynamics. Sometimes countries come up with bilateral and multilateral trade agreements that open up the country boundaries, and competition comes from other quarters, other nations that you are not foreseen. So you need to think about that critically, about how to improve your processes with changing times. In Japan, they call it Kaizen, continuous improvement. Number 6, business backup. And today we have companies and organizations that focus on business backup, such that you don't lose critical data. Bankers are very good in coming up with backup systems. Sometimes they even have a physical place. If something happened, fire, terrorism, name it, they still have a parallel place where they can run their business. I'll never forget one time, I was consulting for the Stanbic Bank, Southern Sudan, and they developed a very exciting backup system for their business in case, because that side of the world, that time when I was consulting, there was a lot of political turmoil. But they came up with a good business system, even if they were attacked by militants, they could still operate the bank without affecting their customers for over a month. And you need to think about that, your business backup system. And number 7, your human resource also needs to be automated. Get to know every employee the day they came in to the day they leave. Every disciplinary action, every reward you have given them, and even their skills gaps that you need to work on. You need to automate your HR system. At any given moment, you can tell exactly who is in your business, the employees you have, their skills gaps, and how you are addressing those skills gaps. So I don't know which area you need to work on in automating your business systems. Do you need to automate your financial transactions, your bookkeeping, your business analysis, your business intelligence, your process improvement? Or is it the business backup plan? Do you need a clear business backup plan? Or do you need to automate your HR plan, your HR resources? Look at your HR manual, tighten it up, work on it, and make sure it's automated. Are you learning anything? Oh, fantastic. All right, to position yourself for greatness, step number 6, build business partnerships. The truth of the matter is, if you want to take your business to the next level, 1 is too small a number for greatness. You can't make great impact all by yourself. You need others to go to the next level. At least 5 types of people. Learn to work with the suppliers. You are suppliers of goods and services, because they can end up providing capital in kind and giving you the quality, the best quality. Number 2, learn to work with financiers. Let your bankers get to know you at a personal level. You know, financiers tend to develop better facilities for people they know, for people they can trust. Business is all about relationships. You see, business is done by people, for people, through people. If you're the type that avoids people, you are avoiding business. Business is all about people. Number 3, learn to work with consultants. I'm talking about your accountant, your auditors, your business lawyers, your strategy consultants, your HR, your marketing consultants, your security consultants. Learn to work with them, your ICT consultants. Get to form relationships with them. They are going to save you a lot of money if you can build relationships with your consultants. Number 4, your associations. Don't be a lone ranger. Be part of your professional association. Get to know the news in your community. Get to know what's going on in your sector. And number 5, investors. And investors, Some of them have so much money in the bank. They are looking for worthy ideas and worthy entrepreneurs. Are you worthy the sort? Can you attract an investor into your business? Look for venture capitalists. Go play golf or wherever you can get them. One of the reasons I play golf is just to connect with entrepreneurs. It is not just for relaxing. It's also a moment to connect with entrepreneurs. So I don't know which area you need to work on. Which relationships do you need to improve? Is it with suppliers? Is it with financiers? Is it with consultants? Or your professional associations? Or investors? But whatever it takes, just know this. You will never rise above your associations. You've got to open up your level of association. To go to the next level, open up the space, your level of engagement and interaction in the business world. To position yourself for greatness, step number 7, train your employees. It is employees who take your business to the next level. You can't go far alone. It's okay to start a business alone. It's okay to launch your business on sweat equity. That's all right. But you can't ride on sweat equity for too long. How much can you produce all by yourself? Every great businessman and businesswoman on this planet delivers results through people, through other people's hands. You must learn to harness talents. You must learn how to nurture talents. Sometimes you may even need to poach seasoned talents. And there are many things to train employees. I mean, the list cannot be exhausted. That depends on the nature of your business. But I must mention 7 things you must train your employees. 1 is business knowledge. Your employees are the drivers of the business. They must understand your business from end to end. The nuts and the bolts, the entire value chain. They must understand it. Number 2 is customer service. Don't assume they know how to handle customers. Teach them how to talk, how to smile, how to dress up, and how to look. Number 3, personal branding. How they look. Agree about the dress code in your business. The mannerism, the courtesy. Number 4, business ethics. Delivering on your promises. You know, this includes the values. That your business is a business of high integrity and honesty and etiquette. We listen to customers' complaints. Teach them that. Number 5 is teamwork. Let them know they don't compete with one another. You know, sometimes employees want to outsmart each other, to impress the boss, of course, for promotions, maybe even to attract some bonuses. But the truth of the matter is they are a team, and you too are part of the team. You are not a boss in your business. The easiest way to fail in business is to be a boss. You must realize you're the team leader, and you must instill this in your employees. You're one of them. You are the team leader. You are all team players. You're members of the same team. Number 6, train them on workplace safety. Otherwise, this can lead to your business closure because there was a serious risk in the business. Someone went through physical risk, mental risk, injuries. So you've got to train them on workplace safety. Take it seriously. How to handle fire, how to conduct first aid if someone is epileptic. Take the safety of employees seriously. Employees are more important than profits. And number 7, work-life balance. Let them know it's okay to ask for permission for an off day. In fact, structure their off days. But if there is an emergency, let them know it's not suicidal. It's okay if you have an emergency, let us know. Let them know you're concerned about their own welfare. Yes, you're concerned with your own marriages, with your own parenting, with their ability to take their children to school, with how they arrive at work. You're concerned with where they live, whether it's safe, where they live. And you're concerned, you don't want them to reach burnout because they're working for you. No. Why do you want people to reach emotional exhaustion because of your business? People are more important than profits. So yes, learn to train your employees on business knowledge, customer service, their personal branding, business ethics, teamwork, workplace safety, and on work-life balance. I don't know what gap is there in your business that you need to work on. Now, to position yourself for greatness, step number 8 and the last one, take growth risks. You can't go far until you learn to take a leap of faith. Ladies and gentlemen, I was born and bred in Kenya. I said this with a lot of humility, and to God be the glory. At some point, I reached the top of the food chain in my area of practice. I became by far the most known corporate speaker and corporate consultant in my country. I was almost always the preferred candidate by multinational organizations in their corporate events as a guest speaker and as a trainer. And I sensed in my heart that God is asking me to disrupt myself, to break the ceiling, and to relocate to the US to have a global impact. Now, this was risky, to get out of my comfort zone, to go and break new grounds. But the reality is, if I didn't take that step of faith, I would have been a great national figure in my nation, Kenya, in East Africa. I would have continued enjoying the temporal comfort and being celebrated in my motherland. But I would never have made any global impact. Let me just say this. I decided to relocate to Atlanta, Georgia. The interesting thing is this. 6 months after leaving Kenya, just 6 months, my Facebook grew from 117,000 followers to 1.2 million followers in 6 months. 117,000 to 1.2 million in 6 months. Right now, I have millions of people following me on Facebook. And the interesting thing is, I was being followed earlier by people from one country. In a record 6 months, we had about 70 countries, people from 70 countries following me. When I relocated, I had 7,000 subscribers in YouTube. In 6 months, that number jumped to 100,000. I actually received the silver medal from YouTube in just 6 months. And the listeners, the viewers, were from all over the world. Right now, I have hundreds of thousands of subscribers in YouTube. And I receive substantial amount of money from YouTube. Actually, with a lot of respect, with a lot of humility, I can live on YouTube alone. YouTube payments alone can meet all my monthly expenses. YouTube alone. When I was in Kenya, I never earned a coin from YouTube. Not a single coin. Everything changed. And on my 6th month after landing in the United States, I was given a chance to speak in a Fortune 500 event, a major event that was in Phoenix, Arizona. And we actually had CEOs from 70 Fortune 500 companies, and they chose me to be the guest speaker. I say this with a lot of humility, and I give God all the glory. But I would never have gotten these opportunities if I didn't take a step of faith, a leap of faith. Let me say this, ladies and gentlemen, no path is ideal. No journey is definite. I'm not suggesting you take my path. No. I'm not suggesting you relocate from your country or from your hometown. Absolutely not. We have different visions, different callings, different capacities, different talents, different giftings. I knew that God was positioning me for a global impact, and I needed to obey that voice. Some of you, a leap of faith may mean expanding your restaurant to accommodate more customers, increasing the stock of your hardware, doubling the stock of your hardware. Some of you, if you're running a school, a step of faith may mean from a one-stream school, you increase to a two-streamed or a three-streamed school. Or if you're running a primary school, you start a high school or you start a college. For some of you, a leap of faith may mean you have a certain restaurant, you open more outlets, more branches. You go to the second one and the third one. That could be your step of faith. As a consultant listening to me, maybe you're an insurance consultant in life insurance. A leap of faith could mean start general insurance. Start now giving insurance for motor vehicles, for houses. Or recruit agents to sell for you. Start a brokerage firm. Grow from selling insurance to starting your own brokerage firm. That's the leap of faith. Now, the real question is this. When should we disrupt ourselves? When should we take that step of faith? How do we know it's time to take the leap of faith? Answer, when you are too comfortable. When you are not having new challenges. When everything is under control. You have no bank loan. Nothing is stressing you. Then you have reached a comfort zone. And that's the time to disrupt yourself. When you're so comfortable, you are sleeping like an infant. Nothing is giving you a sleepless night. That means there is no challenge in your hands. When you have a big thing ahead of you, bigger than you are, I guarantee you, once in a while, you will lack sleep. Just going through that vision, thinking through that vision. There are places you will never go until you take a step of faith and trust God to be with you and trust God for his favor. Trust God to hold you because what you're doing is too big for you. It is too big for you. That leap of faith must be taken. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope I blessed you today. So to position ourselves for greatness, 8 steps. Number 1, invest in yourself. Number 2, brand yourself. Number 3, brand your business. Number 4, fine-tune your product. Number 5, automate your business systems. Number 6, build business partnerships. Number 7, train your employees. Number 8, and the last one, take growth risks. Thank you so much, and God bless you. As Zig Ziglar used to say, see you at the top.